everyone, Despina Nicola from Dare to Begin Life Coaching, and please just give love. Thank you so much for joining. I love it. I love it. You guys, amazing. Thanks so much for joining in. Today we're looking at bullying in the workplace, just being disrespected, and you will be amazed how many people are suffering, because maybe we spend, I don't know how long at work, maybe 10 hours a day, and being subjected to bullying, being undervalued, it puts a knife through your soul. And many people have come to me with this issue. And we're going to go through a journey of empowerment today. How's that? Yeah. So let's get wiser, stronger, and let's go there. Last week we talked about a wise rabbi that said that in order to cope, to be in this world, we have to have experiences in order to create the life that we want to live. And so having the perfect destiny or whatever, it's not just given to you on a plate. We have to do the work. That's what we're born here. We've got this innate creativity. That's the power to create is given by the divine, because we are the children of the divine. And so this creativity can combat any situation we're facing. And so that's what we're looking at today. Being able to combat those bullies, face them dead in the face, and get what you want out of the workplace. So let's dive into it. I'm going to tell you about a friend of mine who we met up with. We met up at Costa Coffee, and she was telling me about what's happening at work, and this is not unusual. She was made to work longer hours than her colleagues. She had her boss sleazing up to other colleagues, and they were getting a higher pay than her. She was just bullied, and she was ridiculed in front of other employees, and she was just feeling unappreciated. And this sort of went on to, it made her feel, it sort of seeped into her family life and made her feel quite, she was having problems with her family as well because of this. She couldn't give it all to her children. Now, sometimes the challenges that we face, not just in the workplace, can seem insurmountable. And it's in these moments that we've got to find tools, and we've all got tools and courage to confront them. And we can confront this adversity head on. We can do it. These storms in life, no matter what we're going through, we can do it. Now, so we'll go back to the blatant favoritism of other colleagues who were working much less than her and getting much more than her. Now, we sat down and we looked at her life. We looked at the stormy seas, and we got out the tools. The first tool that I found was the best. Actually, I've got my book here, Enough is Enough, a helpful guide for managing addiction, because it's in my book actually. And in this book, in the challenge that she faced, she made a journal. That was the first thing. The first thing was to acknowledge what was happening. So she made this journal. I don't know if you can see it. She made a little journal, and she wrote down, first of all, the day of when the event happened, the incident and the trigger, what she had as a belief, and down here you can see the belief system. The belief may be sadness, shame, contempt, disgust, anger, fear, and then it moves out. So sadness could be gloom, anguish, hopelessness. Shame could be embarrassment, humiliation, guilt, remorse, contempt, mockery, rejection, and the list, because we've got our core feelings, but then it can go out further to find exactly so what she was feeling. So in this, she had the time, the incident, her beliefs, and the feelings she felt was in this circle, and her behavior and the consequence. Now, after filling out, you can find this in my book, Enough is Enough, A Helpful Guide to Managing Addiction. After this, after about 30 entries that she had written, she saw a pattern. And it was really good because she wasn't dealing with emotion anymore. She was dealing with a journal and facts. She was literally dealing with facts. And so we went on the next stage because she had evidence that her boss was a, okay, ... Now, the second step, so after brain dumping everything, having a journal, and yeah, she was self-aware, we went on to the next technique, which is called ACT. ACT means to accept what's happening. A is to accept. Accept that maybe she had been responsible for accepting, like working the long hours. She was responsible for her boss overstepping her boundaries. And so she was number one, she was responsible. So she had to accept all the things in the journal that maybe she had allowed her boss to overstep. Now, the C is a choice, ACT. The second step is a choice. In the choice, she could either choose, is it the truth? Is it helpful? Now, it may be the truth, but to take an action on it is not helpful. And so she had to choose, do I go to the next step, which is the T? Do I take an action? Or do I just let it go? Because it might be true what they say to you, but is it worth actually taking an action on it? So she went through her journal entries, and some of the things she thought, okay, if somebody just says that the colour doesn't suit you, she doesn't need to take action on that. Okay, so she decided what she needed to take an action on. Now, and so the next step, after realizing all the evidence she had and realizing that she had to take action on some of the things that were happening to her, she used non-violent communication by, Marshall Rosenberg, that's it. Non-violent communication by Marshall Rosenberg. Now, this is she was able to confront her boss and the people that had treated her in certain ways with confidence in this way, because she had a tool that she could confront them with. And the tool is this. First of all, you state the fact. What is the fact? Okay, an example was her wage. Her wage was much less than her colleagues who were working much less than her. So she wasn't getting the wage that she was supposed to get. So She went to her boss and she said, I am getting the amount, and I know that others in the office and are getting this much, and my job responsibilities and the hours I work is this, and they're working this. So there's no compatibility there. And then she just waited for his boss's response, and then she said, either I feel, or I see, I hear, I imagine. And then she, the second step, is I feel. What does she feel? Now, she could go to this here. She could say, I feel anger, I feel, I feel anxiety that I'm not respected, or I feel whatever. So she says, I feel. Okay, so the first step to say what is happening. The next step is I feel, because, and she'll state the reasons, the what's happening. Now, and the third thing is, what does she actually want? What does she need? I need to know that where I work, I'm respected. And what I require from you was the next step. What do you want them to do? And so, in this way, she was able to show her boss, that she valued herself enough to speak up for herself. And her boss totally got scared of her, and well, it wasn't the reaction to get scared, but he realized that she wasn't she was a person not to be screwed around with. And so he knew that he had to up his game, and he did. And things started to improve once she started to speak up and speak her truth. And she started to write what needed to be changed. And she knew that she wasn't working with emotions, she was working with facts. Because we've got two sides of the brain. We've got the emotional side, and we've got the facts. But the wise mind works with the emotion and the facts. And so she was able to express herself in a very calm way, but she was able to show what emotions she was feeling. This journey of Jane, she's actually very happy now. But this journey of Jane is a journey of transformation, and it's proactive problem solving, and with a determined spirit, which we've got innate in us, because that's our inheritance. We can all do that. We can all get what we want out of what our job offers. I mean, we can all get we can have the life that we want through this. And so any difficult situation that you're dealing with, it might not be work, but in life storms, maybe with your partner, maybe with your children, maybe with I don't know. You can emerge stronger, just like Jane. It's just a matter of facing what you're going through, accepting that you're responsible, and acknowledge like what the facts are, and then making a choice. Is it worth taking action? Because something might be true, but it's not worth taking action. Or do you take action? Do you move forward through this? And you will find strength around you. Now, you guys, I just want to see who's watching today, because I don't know. I don't know how to find who is watching. No. I know there's no. Joyce, can you tell me who is watching?
Yes.
I do not know. Setting, comments. Here we are. there we are. The twin, of course, the twin brother. I love you, Bob. Aries, you are gorgeous. And Maria Yasonas, my goodness. Great. Oh, thank you, Richard. Thank you for reading my book. You are lovely. Thank you, Richard. Oh, my heart is pumping. And yes, and Maria, thank you, Maria, about the book. You guys, and my twin as well. You guys, thank you so much for watching. I adore you guys. And yes, next week we'll be going on another transformational journey. And I love you. I love you guys. And remember, Joanna's watching as well, but she hasn't commented. You guys, I can't see if you're watching if you don't comment, okay? So make sure that you comment. I'm going to say peace, love, and rainbows. And remember to live your lives, because we've only got one, you guys, and the chances of us being born in what is 1 in 400 trillion. So let's live our lives, you guys. Peace, love, and rainbows. Love you. And remember, I've got more podcasts like this on despinanicola.com, and join our fantastic Facebook group, Dare to Begin Life Coaching. Bye, guys. Right.